if you want something else in Softy's pointless pointers, because that's probably the first thing I'll talk about, that's open on my screen now. And for some reason, it's not letting me swipe between different polls in a message, like it normally does. So I have to come off it and go back on it. The calendar, what do you want me to say about the fucking calendar? Say Christmas is in December. If you have a look at the calendar, we're coming close to Halloween and bonfire night. Yeah.
What, Aiden's pointless pointers?
No, Softies.
Softy's pointless Softy's stupid pointers.
You got there eventually.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I'm in a really
the calendar I'll just say
mood
it's Monaco
today.
at Bahrain. I'll say that in qualifying, so that's done. I don't need to have that open.
Oh
The
god.
standings, I'll run down that in a minute.
Come on, Andy, for fuck's sake, you pleb.
I need a sneeze, but it's not coming out.
Were you on the clock's gone back?
I thought you went for shit.
I did.
I was quick.
Yeah, and I went outside and did something.
What, did you fucking sit down and go, nah, I'm done, let's go outside?
Literally, it flew out like your 10-year-old.
Oh my god.
How is the 10-year-old?
She's not 10, thank you very much.
How old is she? About 7.
Aiden goes out with 10-year-olds, lol, XD.
Is Joe here?
It could be. Why does James look so depressed in his profile? Sorry.
She's come. Oh, hang on.
Forgot we were live. Oops.
Good.
Hope he's not watching.
I've hurt my back. Oh!
I need to commentate on qualifying too. Right, okay. Gotta get the voice open. Gotta get the voice ready.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Fucking hell.
So I can run downstairs and have a bourbon. And come back upstairs.
Bourbon. Please be heavy rain. Please be heavy rain. It's raining.
It's raining.
It's so raining. And it's
I was
so
about
laugh
to
if
say
it is.
that. I was about to say that. Fuck's sake.
Can you
yeah.
imagine if it's full wet for the race?
Oh, memes. Oh, it's raining.
Oh, no, it's not. I thought, I looked at the tyre and was like,
No, it's not.
what kind of
Eerie.
sick joke is this? Get Cumin to host. Bloody hell.
Cumin. Jesus, need Cumin back. Need the rain.
Oh, sorry. I was on my phone. I didn't know we were on the screen. Right, hang on.
Oh my Christ.
Oh, God,
Where
yeah.
did we find this way from?
Sorry. I was on my phone.
They're on a poo.
It's TGP1, it's Monaco, and it's qualifying for the next round of the championship. It's James leading the way with quite a gap. He's on 2.39. Ritson closest to him on a 1.27. And then closest to Ritson is Chris Johnson in third, surprisingly in the Toro Rosso on 99. But qualifying is crucial at the circuit. Qualifying on pole, and you do have a very good chance of winning the race, as my engineer is talking to me and that's off-putting as it's in my ears. Tonight we have Monaco and Bahrain, two amazing circuits. We've got a street circuit first on the agenda. First out on track then is EFC Matthew in the Toro Rosso. So he will be first to complete a lap time unless he puts it in the wall. Everybody just starting their out laps as qualifying has just began in TGP1. A lot of people backing off. There's a Williams backing off for a Ferrari. He's backing off for the Mercedes. The Mercedes is going to come racing through. This is all coming in then to the hairpin. One of the slowest corners on the Formula 1 calendar. As many drivers then heading through the swimming pool, and the Nobel chicane as Matthew then will be first to start a lap time as he goes through Raskas. We go then, Matthew opens the DRS for Toro Rosso. Not one of the most spectacular drivers on the grid, but again, nail a lap here, and it can push you right up the grid. Matthew, oh, just avoiding the wall there on the left-hand side for the Toro Rosso. Flying up to Casino. It doesn't take it cautious or aggressive, takes it kind of cautious. Misses the apex massively there. Over the bumpy bit, go right then back to the left-hand side. This is where Romain Grosjean spun it in the real-life Monaco Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz taking avoiding action, but if the hairpin Matthew goes. Nicely done, keeps it away from the barriers. Bit of a corner cut there. Now he's approaching the tunnel. Through the tunnel, Matthew goes as he lands back on my screen. Nicely done. Through the tunnel, take it flat out in wet conditions up here. Wear out your wet tyres then. Into the Nowhere chicane. Heavy braking. Doesn't get it just right. That's going to cost him a lot of time. The swimming pool is next. And he doesn't take it flat out. Or doesn't get the best of lines through there. Attack this corner with all you can. Again, coming back up to Raskas. Matthew looks like he will be the first person to set a lap time off this qualifying session. Getting very close there to the final corner. Open for DRS, and Matthew will set the fastest lap so far, but I do not expect him to stay there. And it's a 1:15.7 for Matthew in the Toro Rosso. Who is next? Does look like a Williams, if it'll let me go on board with them. And it's Phil Bargewell then. Oh, they're very close there to Phil Bargewell. Locking the front right, attacking the corner. Lovely done there from Phil. That's your gain, all your time. Locks him a bit into Raskas. Now the final corner just to go. Opens the DRS. 14 minutes to go. Running out of time already. People rushing in their lap times. It's a 1:13.6. And that puts him second behind Jake, who's on pole. Jack Gooding who's on fourth. And Jack Pearson in the McLaren is fifth. He gets demoted to sixth as Owen then goes third. Jack Gooding's at the wall at the hairpin. Chris Johnson has just completed a lap time, I think. He has, and he's gone last off the people for a lap time, but it is on the super soft tyres. Phil Bargewell has the quickest first sector out of everybody, but Jake has got the quickest second and third, and currently sitting on pole position. James O'Connor then, just leaving the pits in his Red Bull. John is then getting very close to the wall, cuts the corner just, hits the wall on the outside though. Flying up to Casino.
Much
Down the gear, gets back on the throttle. He misses the apex just again. He doesn't go right, he sticks to the left hand side. Very nicely done there by Jean-Luc Taylor. Round the hairpin. Very clean there from Johners. That's what you need, a nice clean lap. Where is he has set a purple sector 1. He's got some time to gain in the championship as Johners. Let's see what he does for his second sector. Again, nice and clean. Johners away down in 5th for Renault with 86 points. Nice and clean now through there. Attack it hard as you can. Many casualties that corner claims. Through Raskas down. The final corner just to go. What did he set in the second sector? And what, it's not coming up with colours, but he goes. I don't think it's going to be good enough for pole. It's only second. Jake still setting the lap times, and it's it's Ritson now on pole position. Jake's down to third, never noticed that. Ritson is on pole with a 1:12.9. But Jake does again still have the quickest middle sector. James O'Connor then, the championship leader, just started his lap again, flying up to Casino they go. Hit the apex he has. He's got much tighter than he has with other people, so again he might have just gained him there. A 19.5 in the first sector. In the hairpin he goes, the championship leader. If he gets caught up in the middle and Ritson and Chris Johnson can gain some points, he'll lose a little bit to them, but again he still has a massive gap. Through the tunnel James goes then. Can he get the braking right into the Nobel chicane? It's very bumpy at the braking, very close to the wall again, but does very well does James get to get the car slowed down and turned in. Here we go, nice and flat through there, avoiding the wall, attack the corner, and does. Absolutely beautiful from James. very close to the wall through Raskas. Now it's the final corner. And he does that perfect. Where is this going to put him? It's going to be second. Johners is now on pole position with a 1:12.9. 21 thousandths separate first and second. And Ritson is 23 thousandths off. 23 thousandths separate the 100, sorry. Don't know why I'm saying that. 23 hundredths separate the top three. Everything was still updating on my screen. That was a bit dodgy. But again, so far, it's Johners on pole position. But I do think this is time for one of Softy's pointless pointers with 9 minutes to go. We are expecting Jean-Luc Taylor to moan about his pace and form a truly train behind him for the second season running. The lack of runoff will be problematic for many drivers, so DNFs are again highly likely, and pole position will go to whoever sets the fastest lap in qualifying. Brilliant. Softy's pointless pointers with 9 minutes to go.
Wow, I'm that far off, really? Fuck's sake. Nice 1.6 off.
Wow.
How far are you
Right
off?
in the mix.
How far are you off, phone?
I am half a second.
Oh dear. Where am I going to find a second from?
I'm currently P5, I think. I feel like I can go quicker as well. I know I can go quicker.
It just doesn't feel like I've got any fucking straight line speed or power in this thing. So shit. Oops.
Jack Gooding then about to complete a lap. This does look like it's going to be a bit way off there from Jack. Second in the speed trap, up to the line, currently 12th, and goes within the top 10. A 14.8 then for Jack Gooding. But as time runs out, everyone, can you get your timing right? You want to be at the front, or maybe at the back to avoid the collisions, but then you're going to have to pick your way through on a very narrow street circuit. Chaos Jordan in the Sauber again. He got demoted to 11th with Jack improving. Here's Jordan in the Sauber through Raskas. He goes then, number 23. The black helmet this week on the Super Softs. Where can he put that Sauber? He stays 11th, a 14.9. Sorry. Someone sneezes.
Wow, the gap! I didn't realise I was the next person above you, Jack. Wow.
What?
I didn't realise I was the next person above you on pace. Over a second clear.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was max at... Oh, Chris
That was
Johnson.
Jack.
No, it was Chris Johnson. It wasn't me.
I had to blow my nose because I was sneezing.
Some water.
Had to get some water because coffee.
No,
Bloody
yeah,
hell, 12.6 from Ritson. Let's go, Pole.
I'm struggling to get in the 13s. Give up.
Christ. I reckon I could just dip into the 12s.
Oh,
If I get a fully clean
Wait,
lap
Joe,
together.
just to get it right, the
I
timing
think I
right
might be running the
between-
wrong setup, which could be problematic.
But before Phil went second and Ritson went quicker, it was 23 thousandths, or was it hundreds? I can't remember what it was.
So I've got how much pace have I got to find over to be needed?
You've got to get anywhere near me, you need to find 1.2 seconds. Because you've done a 14.5, I've done a 13.4.
For fuck's sake, I was flat out as well. I was literally left nothing on the table. God's sake.
Then on an outlap for McLaren, not having the best of qualifying. Whoa. He is in 8th place though. There was a whoa on the team radio. Let's hope Jack's seat is nice and clean. Let's hope Jenson Button hasn't left anything in that. And what is that line, Jack?
That's a white line. Oh, there, hello.
I'm passing off. Right, okay, while people are on an outlap, let's have a look down at the TGP1 Championship standings. Let's have a look at the top 10. James O'Connor for Red Bull is on 239. Closest to him is Ritson in the Mercedes, who replaced me, 127. Chris Johnson is third on 99. Tony in the Force India is on 95. Johners, who does show some pace sometimes, but does moan a lot, on 86th in 5th position. Paul McGuinness then, only 5 points away from Johners in the Ferrari, is on 81. 7th is Jack Hickman from Force India on 79, with Mike Noon and Jake sharing 71 points for 8th and 9th. And Jack Gooding in the Ferrari is on 51, 20 points behind 8th place, and has a bit to gain, but he could do it at this Grand Prix with DNFs and crashes inevitable. There is also an 18% chance on safety car.
Okay, nice game. So my right rear tyre,
whacking the walls, going through the tunnel. That is not the best first sector there from Ginger Andy. He had to update his system software before going into this race, so he's hoping for the best. Oh, he's hit the wall, Andy! He puts it in a half spin, put the right rear, hit the wall again to stop him going round, and I'm pretty sure this lap should be abandoned. Come in, get some fresh ultra soft on, refuel the car, and go again. He is in 8th place. I think he has displaced Jack, and he will pit.
I picked up a right rear puncher driving around the track. I just came out of the pits and everything. Bloody hell. Oh shit, there's a car coming. Pull over.
Right, Johners is 0.25. Is that hundreds of thousands? Joe's dead. Thousands, yeah, okay. Hundreds, oh, okay.
Okay, the engine is not good, it's fucking shit.
Wow! Johners, with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, pulls into the pit to possibly go again. He is on pole by 25,000, I think. Hundreds, thousands, hundreds, I don't know, I can't remember. My mind's boggled. We're still. On board then with Phil Barger. It's a decent first sector.
Jack Gooding, move out of the fucking way!
Through the swimming pool. Owen is raging on the team radio.
Gone.
Phil attacking that. He's even hit the wall, giving it a wee kick into Rakas, chucking that Williams in. It's a dirty, and he's pulling into the pits.
Fucking lap's gone because Jack Gooding blocked me.
Oh, Paul's in the wall at turn 1. At Sandivot, Paul McGuinness. Has he done that coming out of the pits, or has he done that starting a lap? 2 minutes,
Definitely
2 minutes to go. I don't think he's going to have enough time to go again. So it looks like 6th will be the best position for the man from East Kilbride. With 2 minutes to go, this is getting tense. You want to be at the front. You want to be at the front, and I'm going to go with Ritson. He's about to start his lap time. Is on fresh, super soft tyres, and it's very close to Jean-Luc Taylor. He now comes across the start-finish line. There's a car leaving the pits, but he gets out of the way. Through Sandivot he goes, cutting the corner just a bit, and then climbing up the hill. Can he keep it clean? Can he take pole away from Johners?
Chopper can.
Taking it very tight is the Mercedes. Get as close to the walls as you dare. You need to gain as much time as you can. He's just losing out on Johners. A 19.2 for the first sector with a minute remaining. through the tunnel. Get close to the wall. Jack Hickman has retired. 50 seconds to go. There's 11 people out on track. He's cut the corner just a bit at the Nobel chicane. The other Colorado gets out the way. Flying through the swimming pool now. Attack it as much as you dare. Nicely done from Ritson. A 34.1. There is 30 seconds to go through the final corner. Can Ritson take provisional pole with 20 seconds to go? He can! It's a 12-1 from Ritson and will take provisional pole. Half a second clear of Jean-Luc Taylor, and I need to leave.
Yeah, sure.
No, not getting the lap in.
I was going to say, Owen, if you complete that lap and go faster, it's bloody hell.
No, I was trying to get the lap. I was trying to get it to the line in time, and I didn't.
My car is so slow. I'm half a second off in the first sector and then 1.1 off in the middle. The last sector's fine. It's like
I'm so pissed off. I got blocked by Jack right at the end of my lap. Because I was half a second up.
And it's in the wall. It's cheating. Trying to get new tyres on the car.
Would have been easily in the 112s if I didn't get blocked.
I don't
by
think that works
fucking
anymore. I tried
Jack.
it on Sunday.
Okay, James, coming across the line now.
It's Jonas round the last corner.
James
Well.
stays third.
Hello, let you know. Jonas
Oh,
stays
no.
second.
Stays second, doesn't improve.
Ritson's on pole.
pissed off that I got blocked.
Ritson's in the wall.
Oh, the results up.
No.
No.
Otherwise, we would have said join. Ritson's still in the pits getting pushed back. It'll be like 10 years.
Yeah.
Are you having a giggle? Oh, it's 7-Eleven.
That's groggy now.
What is that screenshotting? Oh, I've got a 10-year-old as the girlfriend. Oh.
What are you on? the tennis girl on Twitter.
Oh.
Not yet.
It's Tarquini.
What is Ritson doing?
I don't, it's in the pits. He's getting.
There you go.
There you go. Join.
One
far off
fucking
was I?
wheel.
Wow. I was a
13.
second. Fuck off. Ritson's
I'm
won.
2.4 off. Nice pace I got.
Ritson's won this. Jesus wept.
Joe, you can
Not
join that.
necessarily. Jonas needs to nail a start.
I might. Wait, how long did the ultras last? The whole race?
4 laps.
Sorry,
That's new F1, Jack.
4 laps.
Yeah.
Might as well start the Inters.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm at the back, so I'm just going to. Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah.
Are you serious? 4 laps? That's a joke.
It's not fucking serious, Jack. It's Monaco, there's no fucking tyre wear.
Right, let me know when there's like. Let me know when the timer runs out because the lights on the spectator camera delete.
Shit, I'm on the wrong fucking tires.
Why not letting me go broadcast like that?
Oh shit. Shit, I'm in the wrong setup. I just put the wrong setup on. Oh
No,
dear.
Chris Johnson.
What do you mean wrong
Pretty
setup?
sure I didn't
The
like
lights are
that.
coming on. Your championship leader is in a dangerous position. Is down in third. Lights out, and away we go for Monaco. It's a decent start for Ritson and Jonas leading in to Sandemont. Everybody seems to be getting through cleanly at the back. James is going side by side with Phil Barfield as they climb the hill. There's also Owen going side by side with Jake going into Casino. But Ritson holds pole. Jonas holds second. James has tapped the wall. I don't know if he's got front wing damage or not. They're going back down the hill now. Through the right hander. The hairpin is next. Will there be a pile up going into here?
Oh my god, it's so
There's
slow.
a car in the background. There was two cars battling in the background. I'm not sure who that was. It looked like a McLaren and a Toro Rosso. But Ritson has a small gap over Jean-Luc Taylor in second. Flying into the Novell chicane. Chris Johnson's left the section. Nice internet you've got there. James is third. We're only on lap 1. Apparently it's saying lap 2 for me. And that's not right. So Barge are getting very close to the wall there. He's going side by side with Jake in the background. Jake has to take to the runoff. He has to cut the corner. And Chris Johnson is rejoined, but I'm pretty sure he'll be down the last.
Oh,
Very
for
clean
this
there.
guy.
But Owen-
Not even that one, you nonce.
Richards hits the fastest lap, but of course is the first person to cross the start finish line and has a bit of a gap to Johners going back up the hill. Jake is running for Mercedes, I think that is. In the background, what's going on at the back? There's Paul McGuinness, there's Ginger Andy, there's Jake, and there's Jack Hickman. Jake's gone wide. Jack Hickman is now going to go up the inside. There's also a battle for fifth, which is Phil Barswell. He's with James. My timing screens are messed up again. I'm pretty sure Ritson is still leading though. Jonas is second, James is third, Phil Barswell fourth, and on the back of this scrap. But Owen then has a bit of a gap to the people ahead and the people behind. But Paul McGuinness has got pressure of Ginger Andy behind him in the Red Bull. Flying down into the Novell chicane. Get your braking just right. Andy seems to have nailed that. Closed the gap to Paul McGuinness. We're only on lap 2. And again, people are getting very close. The two cars going side by side in the background. Jake and Jack Hickman there. That's not when you want to go side by side for the swimming pool. But Ginger Andy is all over the back of Paul McGuinness going into Raskas. Well, after a decent start, not too many overtakes, but Jake tapped the wall and Jake is into the pits. James O'Connor sits the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. On lap 2, I think that was as well. My lap timer still broken. It still says lap 1. Ginger Andy then on the back of Paul McGuinness going up the hill. I think he's too far back though to really try anything. DRS has now been enabled, but Ritson, his gap is not really extending anymore. It seems to be neutralising a bit. But James is catching the back of Johners, and he's got the Williams of Phil Barswell behind him as well. James has tapped the wall there. Again, whether he got front wing damage or not, I'm not too sure. I think it is just lag. They're going through the tunnel. Also, a lot of people will be running high downforce. It's going to be very hard to pass down the straights, especially with the very short start finish straight. The DRS isn't going to do much. I think it is still strict corner cutting as well.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not strict corner cutting, it's now back to regular. Andy is pushing Paul McGuinness round the Novell chicane through swimming pool. They're about to go then. Andy all over the back of the Ferrari. What can he do? It's Ultrasoft against Ultrasoft. Ferrari versus Red Bull. Scott versus Scott. East Kilbride versus Kilmarnock. Here we go, he's all over the back of that Ferrari. Is the DRS going to be enough for Ginger Andy to push him into 6th place? Does he go up the inside, or does he think better off it? That's not a place to make the move into Sandoval. I think he's going to have to wait and go back up the hill and try and get close enough again. Jack Gooden then has made a pit stop for Ferrari. He's put on the super soft tyres. Jack Pearson then is pitting. Lap 11, not the best start. Jake he made an early pit stop on lap 2. Is 12th on the super soft. Johnson has left again. Nice internet again you have there. But again, Phil Barswell on the back of James O'Connor. Not too many overtakes, not too many dramatic dive bombs are happening. A lot of people just being very cautious in the early start of this Grand Prix. Owen seems to be dropping off the back of them, but also seems to be pulling away from the battle for 7th, which again seems to be the best one. And having a look into the Novell chicane. Jack Hickman is also catching as well, but Paul McGuinness placed his car very good there. Chris Johnson has rejoined. Again, an 80% chance of a safety car on the streets of Monte Carlo, so you never know, strategy might come into it. But Ginger Andy is still all over the back of Paul McGuinness. Do any of them make the pit stops? No, they don't. But Andy is pretty much pushing him round. Can he make the move into Sandoval? DRS open on the back of the Red Bull, but again, he's too far back. Can't really get the run out of the final corner as we start lap 5 of this Grand Prix. Ginger Andy might be getting a bit frustrated behind him. Johners then, again the gap is neutralising. So Barswell is round.
Way, Phil. Thank
He's
you.
at the top of the chicane, I can't say the word.
Casino.
That's what I'm trying to get out. Casino, I kept trying to say chicane. But Phil Barswell has gone from 4th place down to 8th. I think he did just make the rears make contact with the wall, and that put him round. And again, very tight, so it is quite hard to get the car back round. That's going to push Owen closer to the podium. Johnner seems to be catching Ritson just a bit. Again, another corner cut from Jean-Luc Taylor. The Renault then with a bright yellow helmet standing out, and my spectate cam is frozen with his back going in. Attack it as much as you dare. These cars do have a lot of fuel, so you can't attack it as much in qualifying. Ritson can be losing a bit of time to Johners. 1.1 the gap. He's just outside DRS yet again, but James has got DRS, but not close enough. Can't get the run out of the final corner. So both the Red Bulls getting quite frustrated. Paul McGuinness and Ginger Andy ends. He's going to go for the undercut on the Ferrari of Paul McGuinness. How will Maruzzo Rivabene respond to this? Will he pull Paul McGuinness into the pits on lap 6? I want to see where Ginger Andy rejoins. He's leaving the pits now. No, he's not. Nice lag, pit lane lag. Super
He had a front
soft.
wing change.
I've got on front wing change for Ginger Andy, so the undercut might not be possible unless he pumps in the lap time. He's rejoined behind the Williams, which I think is Phil Barswell, who made a pit stop.
It would be Phil.
Oh, for fuck's
So
sake.
Andy is down in 9th behind Phil Barswell, not what he wanted. So Paul has to pump the lap times in. James is all over the back of Johners. Johners misses an over chicane for pretty much the 6th time in this race. He hasn't been able to nail that yet at all. I'm surprised. I won't be surprised if he doesn't get a penalty. His line's horrendous. He's whacking the walls left, right and centre to Jean-Luc Taylor. Do any of the front 3 pit. Owen is going rallying round that corner. Johners is in. So that will release James to try and pump in the lap times and do the overcut. It looks like Supersoft going on the Renault. I want to see where he rejoins to see if he comes in see if he comes out in traffic.
Someone's just rejoined it right in the middle of the lead bunch.
Johners, there we go. He's rejoining on the Supersoft. Will he be ahead of Chaos Jordan, the Sauber? Chaos Jordan has to take the long way round. Johners is going to push it. They're going to be side by side. But Johners just edges it and has clean air on fresh super soft tyres.
Jack, I'm coming up behind you.
That
Being
is Owen in
slowed
the
down by
podium.
James. Get out of the way.
Jack Pearson is getting the blue flags. Make sure you don't get in the way of this battle. But has Paul McGuinness's lap times been very good to stay ahead of Andy? It'll be the same for James. I want to see if he does pit as well to respond to Renault. Do Mercedes come in as well just to try and cover off Johners closing the gap with fresher tyres. That's one thing I want to check as well. Ritson, who that's catch, does he come in on lap 7? Ritson does pit. Does James? James stays out. Is that going to be the controversial moment? Supersoft are going on Ritson. I want to see if he also rejoins in traffic, because James is going to go for the overcut on both of them. Paul McGuinness is in as well. Ritson does rejoin, I think, in 3rd place in clean air. Oh, he's going to be ahead of Johners, so Johners has closed the gap. So the undercut is quicker. Where is Paul McGuinness as well? In contrast to Andy. Andy is nowhere in sight. Ginger Andy is only at turn 1, and there's a massive scrap going down here for 6th. Chris Johnson, the lap car in the way. Dom Smith is now online. Chris Johnson's lap car is getting in the way of this. I think that's actually Chris Johnson. I think he did rejoin. Andy is being held up massively. Jack Hickman is also in this battle. Andy goes up the inside of Phil. He does a lightning on Kevin Magnussen, and that is a very good move from Ginger Andy. What a move! That is going into the tunnel, and Andy
James is
pushes Phil out of the way. James is pitted. Where is he going to be in contrast to everybody else? He's going to have fresher tyres than the rest of the field. Super softs are going on lap 8. Here we go. Anthony knows. They're coming around now. Where is he going to be? There is Ritson, there is Johners, and he's behind them both. And if anything, they've actually extended their gap. The overcut has not worked. It's the opposite to the real life Grand Prix. The undercut was the better way to go, and
I've
Ritson
got back past Andy.
has lost time. And Phil is, we're hearing, has got back past Andy, but Owen is leading this race, but also still yet to make a pit stop. But looks like there's a chopper cam on Ritson. Johners pushing him around the hairpin. All over the back of Ritson on the super softs. Johners has just come to life. He has to get past before James closes in. Through the tunnel they go. Johners in the slipstream with that bright yellow helmet. Jake is out. Will that be a safety car? Does he go to the inside? Jack Gooding is out as well. Does that mean they come to contact? We'll have to verify that later on. Will that be a safety car or a virtual safety car? Through the pool they go. Johners has a little bit, have lost a bit of time to Ritson. Owen is also in then for Williams. So we're going to stick with this battle. Anthony knows. Woo! DRS on the back of the end, but he's not had the cleanest run. And that will cover off Ritson into Sandoval.
Safety car, please.
Will Paul McGuinness get ahead of Owen? I don't think he will. Owen has left the pit. He's actually hit the wall.
Fuck.
I think he's actually got front wing damage, or he's crossed
I
the
have,
pit lane
but
line.
it's not major.
Owen has front wing damage. He's hitting the
Right.
wall again, going up the hill. So Bargeville, I think, he's got DRS, so I think he's maybe just overtaken Andy, or someone ahead of him has just pitted. I think it would have been the Sauber. Jack, and he's
there's
right
the
down the
safety car. Too
The
late
safety
for
car
me.
has been called out, and Chaos Jordan has pitted at just the right moment. There's also a car leaving the pits. Jack Hickman's coming in. Who was that leaving the pits there? I think it was just Johnson. A lap down.
Come on, lose my time, thank you. Fucking hell.
Just think, if Owen had stayed out another lap, where would he have been in contrast to this? On
Well,
lap
we'd still
10,
have half of,
we
I'll
have
have a full front
safety
wing
car.
still.
This is going to close the field right up, which means possibly more chaos for
Is
the
that
final
Paul, the
10
car
laps
behind
of
me?
this Grand Prix. Paul McGuinness is
On
the
the
car behind
circuit.
Owen.
On the circuit, yeah, okay.
Jake has left the session. The safety car lights are flashing, the yellow flags are being waved. The double yellows, the marshals are clearing the debris.
Surely I've got to be able to let past this thing.
Will lap cars be let past? I don't know if that is a thing on this
Whoa!
game.
No,
He's
it's
going
not.
to
They
pass
got
it. He's passed the
Yeah.
safety car. The safety car was having a party in the middle of the circuit, and Jack is coming up behind that about 180 miles an hour. Flies past the safety car, and the marshals have done fuck all at Casino.
I know.
There's debris everywhere.
I have to re-pit for it. I think I've used all my
Oh.
tyres up. I've got none
We
left.
could re-save it and button it in a drain pipe with that much debris. But now the field will be slowed down, bunched up. Ginger Andy has pitted, and he's gone for ultra soft tyres.
Oh, he's retired as well. You know, 4 night flies.
Ginger Andy comes out on the ultra softs. For the final few laps, I would say. It might be the final few
Whoa,
laps.
Matthew's binned it in the
Under the
bloody swimming pool.
safety car.
Jesus.
Matthew, I think, has crashed under safety car. How is that even possible? I think he's out. Do any of the leaders pit though?
No, none of us pitted.
Do any of them opt for the ultra soft tyres?
No.
The front 5 have now caught up to the back of that Mercedes Benz.
Where is the safety car? Oh my god, it's there.
It's new
Out
Belgian
from the
chicane.
course. No, yeah, so I just have to
Bloody
read it again.
flying.
Well,
No,
this will let the people on the yachts at the grandstand see the cars just a little bit longer. And I can tell you something, that safety car has taken better apexes all race than Johners has.
Wow.
That is remarkable. As the race then calms down for a few laps, do any of them pit? No, they don't. We're waiting for 6th places to catch this pack. I had. Chris Johnson then is in 11th. He's caught the pack as well, so we're just waiting for Ginger Andy to do so. He's on fresh
Chris
ultra
actually
soft
in
tyres.
11th? I don't think he is. Because he
No.
didn't
I will-
let me pass.
No. His lag is literally glitching out so badly. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, he
Chris
didn't let
Johnson
me
for me
off
is
Andy
11th.
pass because
Matthew has
He's
left the
not.
session.
Is the safety car coming in this lap or next lap?
No. It's only just got to
no, 3
Casino.
laps.
So you can't tell yet.
Jack Hickman still yet to catch along with Jack Pearson. Jack is making a dive in. Jack
I need
Pearson
to.
He's on the ultra soft tyres. He did start on the ultra soft, I think, as well.
And I
Chris
put about
Johnson's
four
left the
different,
second.
I put about 4 different sets on.
And he's going to go for his 4th set of the ultra soft tyres. Yeah. So, it's another set of ultra softs.
Didn't even change the front wing.
It's the front wing down of the McLaren.
If I run
again-
out, bloody hell.
But I think this is a good time. Over the last 15 seasons, there have been 14 different winners round the streets of Monaco. The only person to win 2 races in the last 15 seasons is the person in 2nd place, and that is Jean-Luc Taylor. Quite a remarkable start there for John, and quite impressive as well. I wonder how many times he's left the league while getting those wins. But now the whole field has pretty much caught back up. And the safety car will stay
It's
on
not
another
coming in
lap.
this lap, so it's fine.
I could repeat it, I had to put worn tyres on.
Jack Pearson then is just going through the front wheel. He's absolutely flying. It's like safety car is not existent.
Fucking hell. The front wing's damaged and I'm like,
Another set of ultra soft tyres.
I'm
Well,
not
this
coming
is
for a new
really
set.
going to spice it up. Ritson, Johners and James
Oh,
could
I'm
come
gonna
under
upset.
pressure from Owen and Paul.
Oh shit, I might not go safety car.
Jack Pearson is in again.
We're Casino, Jack. We're
And he's
Casino.
Oh,
going
no, they're not
for
gonna
another
change the
set
front wing.
of the ultra soft tyres.
Which set was
He has
this?
used more ultra soft
Sure.
tyres in this race than Honda have over the past 3 seasons.
Well, they still hadn't even
No.
bloody cleared the debris yet at bloody
They bloody
Casino.
took. Oh, it's a penalty.
The Marshall has
5
done
second-
fuck all at Casino.
Oh, I've just got a 5-second stop go. Bloody hell.
How can you get a 5-second stop go?
Okay,
That
I'll
5
take
second
it.
stop goal. If Jack does not serve that 5 second stop goal, it will be added to his race time. But will we see the safety car come in this lap?
Is he going to
Took
try an
forward-
Esteban Gutierrez tactic?
Going. Jonas
Okay.
has a 3-second penalty, which is
How
going to
much
spice things up now for the race win.
So
Lap
it turns
13
out
out
I've
of
run out
20.
of tyres and I've run out of front wings.
Oh, and
Banter.
by the way, just to let you know, no team orders. We race.
Where are you?
Wow! Cars!
Six.
Oh, you're sick.
Behind Paul.
Yeah,
Jack
good.
Jack Pearson screaming as he came back.
He's coming in now.
As he came back up, so
Limited.
as the safety car lights come off, Ritson
Okay,
will
yeah.
back up the field. John is 2nd, James 3rd, Owen 4th, Paul McGuinness is 5th, Phil Barswell is 6th, Ginger Andy is 7th, but behind the laps Chris Johnson. Here's Jordan 8th, Jack Hickman 9th, Jack Pearson 10th. We're about to go back racing, and green flags and have been waved on the streets of Monaco. Ritson pulls away from Jonas for the 2nd time in this race. Jonas has had a 3-second time penalty, so will he try and battle James, or will he just let them go? Maybe let him battle Ritson, maybe put each other in the wall. That would gift him a race victory, but Jonas goes wide at Casino. Owen Quimby then, can he stay safe? Stay within the slipstream maybe. I know it's not going to be as powerful around the circuit, but you never know. Anything can happen. The blue lights are flashing around the circuit. Paul McGuinness under a bit of pressure from Phil Barswell. 6 laps to go.
Get out of the way,
Andy still
Hickman.
can't get past the
Right
lap
out of
Chris
there.
Johnson. Here's Jordan is losing time massively. Jack Hickman is holding up Jack Pearson. Chris Johnson and Andy goes for the move on the outside. Absolutely dives it around the lap car of an over chicane. But very clean there from the man from Kilmarnock. Through it from until they go then. Up towards Raskas.
Oh, you are having a fucking
Vincent
Scooby.
still leading the way. James all over the back of Jonas, and Owen is all over the back of James. DRS will not be enabled just yet. Through Sandoval they go. James cutting the first turn. We do know that Owen does have slight end plate damage, so that might hinder him for the push for the podium. But Jonas will have that penalty as well, which should push him behind Owen. The debris is still at Casino. Ritson struggling to pull away after the safety car has come in. But Owen has a bit of a gap to Paul McGuinness behind, who is struggling around the streets of Monaco, and he's got a crane of Phil and Andy behind him, and the lap Chris Johnson. But through the tunnel they go then. I would say the V6s are screaming, but they don't make any noise. Through the Novell they go again. Johners missing the apex, cutting it to even make the corner. Owen staying in the slipstream of James. Johners, I don't think he can do anything about Ritson. I don't think he's quick enough around these streets. Here we go then. Is DRS enabled?
No, it's not yet.
Be enabled next lap then. Owen then, although I wouldn't say all over the back, but he's catching James, who's catching Johners. Climbing up the hill they go then. Johners just never really seem to get a good run out of the final corner. That allows James to catch going up the hill. But Owen is showing some very good pace here. Can he overtake the championship leader? We're running out of laps and he's going to do so. Paul McGuinness is absolutely getting bum raped by Phil and Andy. To the chicane they go. Andy's having a look at the outside. Ginger Andy. Oh, he backs out of that. That would have been a very good move if he pulled that off, Ginger Andy. Through the tunnel they go. Jake has rejoined after crashing out. Not sure what he's expecting. Lap 16 out of 20. Through to the Novell we go then. Andy absolutely nailing it. All over the back of Phil Bardwell. There's a chopper cam on James as well, as he's closing right up to the back of Johners. Oh, always having a look. Always having a look at the final corner. Owen Quimby can't quite make the move, he will have the DRS. But very brave there to make the move there. Was Owen, but it didn't quite pay off. And that's what Ritson to get away. It all started because Johners were going so slow.
They clipped the wall at Raskas.
I don't think Owen has to worry about the cars behind. I think they're in their own little battle.
Yeah, it clipped the wall at Raskas, Aiden, that's why he
So the Renault clipped the wall at Raskas, lucky not to get suspension damage and end his race. He's going 22 miles an hour through there with Jean-Luc Taylor. That's much lower than what you would normally take. But Owen is looking quite feisty behind James. He's gaining through the tunnel. Into the bumpy braking zone of Novell that's claimed many victims. Harrianto, Mary, Rosberg, Perez. No one so far at this race has put themselves in that wall. But Paul McGuinness has got an absolute train behind him. But he is known for his great defending skills at Paul McGuinness. But that's not defending. That is horrendous lines for Paul McGuinness. Oh, fell in the wall. I think he did corner cut there to get alongside Paul. And that's allowed Andy a free space.
Straight road, 3 laps to go.
I don't think he's got enough, Owen Quimby, to really push for the podium. As long as he gets within 3 seconds, I'm assuming it's a 3-second penalty of Johners,
I think
he might be able to sneak the podium away from him. But James is catching Johners. It doesn't really matter if he makes the move or not unless James has a penalty, but I highly doubt he is. He's quite a skilled driver, is James. Again, running out of laps off this Grand Prix. Owen. Oh, Andy, they've been side by side. Can Paul hold up the inside? He can. We've seen Button and Pascal Wehrlein crash here in the real life Grand Prix. But now Andy is all over the back of Paul. I actually missed that. I was too busy watching the front. But now we're back with Andy through the tunnel into the bumpy braking zone for the Novell chicane. Paul goes defensive. He's going to compromise his run. He's now not had the best exit out of there as well. Andy having a look at the inside. This isn't a place to make a move. This is getting very risky. Oh, they've hit each other. I think Paul hit the wall. I don't think he was expecting that. And Andy couldn't react in time. I don't even think he would have managed to get it slowed down if that did happen. Through Raskas. Chaos Jordan is out. He is within, obviously, DRS range. DRS open on the back of Andy. Can he make the move into Sandoval? I think he's running less wing than Paul because Paul was actually pulling away on that straight. Climbing back up the hill. Paul McGuinness defending for his life. through Casino. Andy, all over the back of him. Does he do what he normally does in Andy fashion and make a move into the hairpin? I would say he is quite close enough here. Is Andy? He is. Oh, he thought better off it. Very thoughtful there from Andy to not make the move.
Leaders hitting lap traffic.
The leaders are hitting lap traffic. Andy has clipped the wall. That's going to allow Paul to get a bit of a gap. Jack Pearson's AI.
Oh,
I think that's to let
fucking
him
back
through.
More wing damage.
Owen has more wing damage. I'd probably say that's his podium chances out of the window. Moving on, the penultimate lap, about to start the final lap. Your race leader Ritson is turning Raskas. Past the pit lane he goes. Now on to the start finish straight to start the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. Paul McGuinness has again lost a lot of time to Andy, who's whacked the wall there in sensational fashion. How is that wheel staying on that car? He does have DRS, but he's lost all the time to Paul. I do think this might be his finishing position. Jack Kickman racing himself along with Jack Pearson. He's got to let Paul pass, he does. The blue lights were flashing around the circuit. Again, now the top three have quite neutralised. Oh, and Alwyn's caught up to this battle, but I don't think there is enough time left. James whacks the wall there. And again,
I've got no front end grip, I can barely keep
no
up.
front end grip then for the Williams. Bursting back into the sunlight with Ritson. It's the Nova Chicane. People on the yachts are cheering the Mercedes on. He's almost home for a famous win at Monaco. Ritson, just take it easy. He will be the 15th winner in the 16th season if he can just hold it through these final corners. Johners all over the back of him, but he does have a penalty, and I don't think there'll be anything he can do. Ritson gets a clean X out of there. He's not going to run out of fuel. He puts his name in Monaco history with a race win in TGP1.
Yes, I've got the podium. Get
the
in.
15th winner in 16 races, and Johners crucially has been pushed out of the podium place. And Owen Quimby, very impressive race there from Owen. He comes home in third due to a penalty. Andy could not get past Paul McGuinness in the dying stages, and Paul, I would say luckily, gets home in fifth. But Phil, who was running in an impressive fourth at the start of the race, hit the wall at Casino and ends up finishing seventh.
Yes, well happy with that. Best track of the season, I've got something decent from it.
Why is the one show trending?
Pass.
Why is Chase trending?
Chris, were you a lap down?
No. I think I had
Thought
Jonas's glitch. That's why I weren't thinking position. That's why I was defending the position.
Imagine being your internet that bad, the game doesn't even know where you are.
Jonas had that in Mexico.
Have you noticed that? The two people who've got the shittest internet in the league have had that glitch.
Yeah, it's definitely internet related. It's definitely an internet related.
I did DM Joe during the safety car, saying I think I have the same glitch as Jonas in Mexico.
Yeah, tell you what, I'm fucking roasting.
So I think I finished 8th
Right,
rather than
Joe,
9th.
you need to send me an update of the standings. Okay. I'll probably do the pointers round about the 10-minute mark.
May I get a second invite, please? Thank you very much.
M?
Hi, mate.
Who won the race?
Ritson.
Good
Ritson,
16
James,
minutes.
me, podium.
Ooh.
Right, so I need the pointers up on my screen and I have
John
the
has got a
champ.
penalty for pinning him off the podium.
How was that, Dom Smith? Did you like that?
I did. You said a line at the start. You were like, Chris Johnson's disconnected. Nice internet you got there. I laughed at that one.
Right, so sorted pointers for Bahrain, and then I need championship standing sorted. Oh, I need a drink. I think I'm dying.
Someone's in a Toro Rosso who's not meant to be. Joe.
Why did I
What's
go
in
to
the
the
frame?
force India? Yeah, I was gonna go hash. I'll go the mana. So I don't think there's a mana. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice internet you've got there.
Shame you've already done Belgium this season. There's the other good track.
I think I should put it in my bio, commentator for TGP1. That's live. That safety car had better apexes than him.
Yeah, he was missing basically every apex. He was
And
cutting
if he wasn't
virtually
missing it,
every
he was
corner.
cutting it.
I like Andy through because kick him. What do you think you can't?
Right, I can't.
Oh, God.
I'll struggle.
I do not want that echo while I'm screaming down the mic.
Nah, don't worry, I'll get it. That was fucking amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
My commentary was better.
What?
My commentary was better.
What was better?
My commentary was better.
Oh, I don't care, man. Oh, please tell me you've seen the racing between me, Phil and Paul. Oh, please tell
Yes.
me you're watching that. Oh
Yes.
my god. That's brilliant. Joe, I'm not going to the airplane.
I'm guessing we're going.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm guessing so as well.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Come on, for the first time in TGP1 history, let's see if we can get everybody to ready up. Oh, yes. Right, okay. Commentary comes from Ian Griffins. Hey, let me know when you've sent me the championship standing updates as well. I don't think I got one.
Jonas did.
I don't know if I got one or not. I'll check my phone because that'll tell me. Okay, good. Why is Andy sending me a Snapchat? What do you want?
Fucking unbelievable, man.
Please be leading for the crack, if I not.
Go wet race with bands.
Did
It
Jonas
is
say
a night race, yeah. You haven't changed. Yeah, it is a night race. You haven't changed that. Well, qualifying is under the lights at Sakia. It is dusk though, so visibility will drop just that little bit. But after a very chaotic Monaco, will we get the same thing at Bahrain? It's the Bahrain International Circuit. 18 minutes of qualifying for the fastest drivers to battle it out for the TGP1 World Championship and TGP1 pole position.
Informed of any changes to the weather.
This is where qualifying dies down. This is a good time to go get a bob and I'll be back on that. I need a drink too.
I am the hunter. We've got a wet race, right?
Bahrain.
Ginger Andy's here. Brilliant.
I am the hunter. I am.
Nice YouTube. Fuck's sake.
So my dad's made himself at home in my room. Oh. What is that, Jack? What? Has your dad just moved in? Like, is he falling out your wife? So he's... Well, your wife and his wife, so he's moved in
Sorry?
with you. Yeah.
You fucking drivers, huh?
So Ben's record goes on for another week. Ben keeps his record of 65 race wins.
I don't understand how I'm such like, it's a complete farce.
I'm back. So the first person then to start a lap time with 15 minutes remaining. With the moon just peeking over the grandstand. It is Jake Davis in the Mercedes. He will be kicking things off for the first time. It's a 28.5 in the first sector. That is obviously the personal best out of everybody.
Right, let's go. Inters.
Intermediates then for Owen. They are going to be cooking by the time he leaves the pits.
Yep.
But you never know. Can he pull off something magical?
Looks wet to me.
He's absolutely bucketing it on Owen's screen.
Yep,
Down to the
absolutely
intermediate.
chucking it down, lads.
Jake then locks the front left, going through sector 2. What sector split is it going to be? A 39.4. That is decent. Jake did win here last season as well, remember. Teammates with myself. I think it was 3 race wins then for Jake last season. He locks up into the final corner under the Gulf Air sign. Opens the DRS and the lap time is a 1:30.9. That's not going to be anywhere near pole. It's got a few tenths to gain. Paul McGuinness then for Ferrari. He shines quite a lot of this circuit, does Paul McGuinness. On the Super Sautage, a 28.7 in the first sector, a 39.6 in the second. It's about 2 tenths off Jake Davis. Where can Paul McGuinness place that Ferrari? Number 92. Had some simulating runs with Kaspersky and he's going to pull it into the pits. So the only people yet to set a lap time then are Jake, currently on provisional pole. He is 1.2 ahead of Jack Gooding and 1.9 ahead of Chris Johnson, who will be next then to see cross the line. I think it is going to be Phil Barswell maybe.
Ooh, I smell Chinese.
It was Phil Barswell. He's gone 3 tenths off Ritson, who has taken pole position away from Jake. But I think with qualifying, many people coming in, it's time for Softy's pointless pointers for Bahrain. So Softy is predicting pole position will be taken with a time between a 1:29.7 and a 1:30.1. Softs to super softs is likely to be the race winning strategy, and both McLarens will stay true to form and receive numerous penalties. 12 minutes remaining then off this short qualifying session. EFC Matthew leaving the pits now. So Rixon is currently on pole by 2/10 then to the Mercedes of Jake. It's a Mercedes lockout so far, but we're still yet to see Paul set a lap time. We're still yet to see James set a lap time along with Johners and Andy. And if Owen can keep up his fine form, he might be able to set a quicker one, unless he chooses to stick with the Inters. But Ritson then is on pole on the super softs. Jake Davis is 2/10 off on the soft compound tyres. Phil is third on super softs. Johners then jumps to pole on 130.6. So again, we're looking for another 5/10 to gain for Softcop's prediction. Chaos Jordan was 7th, Chris Johnson demoted down into 8th place. Jack Hickman goes 6th. There he is. Are we going to see him on a lap? I don't think he's done a lap. Paul McGuinness is leaving the pits. Having a look at Jack Pearson. Going about 5 miles an hour. A true representation of his true pace. Chris Johnson then on the soft tyres. I don't think this is a quick lap. I don't think it is. I think he's just going to be pitting.
No.
And just to confirm,
I don't believe it was.
Chris Johnson was not a lap car in Monaco. Well, he says he believes he wasn't. So was it the game of just glitching out? James leaves the pits for the first time with 10 minutes to go on the soft compound tyres. Paul McGuinness is back out on the super softs. Jack Pearson again, still crawling round. It'll be race time by the time he gets back to the pits. Owen is out on the intermediates. They will be cooking. Johners is cruising round as well. Ritson's relieving the pits. Jake is on an outlap as well, so is Jack. Chaos Jordan then is on a lap on the softs. A 29.1 in the first sector, a 40.1 in the second. Where could he place that Sauber? He's currently 7th, and he stays 7th at 132.5. 9 people are on track at this time out of 17. Chance of a safety car is probably about 60% on this circuit. There is runoff, but there is places where you can bin it, and you will be in a dangerous position. James is weaving, heating up those tyres. Paul McGuinness, I think, is on a flying lap. It's just saying he's on a flying lap for me, so I'm not sure if he is or not. Jack Pearson is finally started a lap after cruising around 10 miles an hour. What can Jack do then? Normally at the back of the field. I think a session target for him is normally to get inside the top 10. It's a 29.1. I've done that again. 29.1 for sector 1. 11th quickest in the speed trap is Jack. Paul McGuinness a 28.5 in the first sector. Chaos Jordan is pushing again. A 29.0 on the soft. A 40.1 in the second sector. Can he move that Sauber from 7th? Chaos Jordan's going to pit. That was a good lap as well for Chaos Jordan. Going to go back in with Paul McGuinness. A 39.2 in the middle sector. He is currently 11th. Still yet to set a lap time. He's quite good on here, is Paul McGuinness. Does he come in again? No, he will finally set a lap time. DRS open. And goes pole. Provisional pole for Paul McGuinness. A 130.4. A personal best sector 1 and final sector. But Jonas still holds the personal best middle sector by a 10th. 2/10 off is Paul McGuinness. It's Jonas, sorry, on Paul McGuinness. Jack Pearson goes 6th place for McLaren, but again, still has about 8/10 to the next car ahead. Still waiting for James to set a competitive lap time along with Ginger Andy. So let me go with James. There we go. A 28.7 in the first sector. What he's missed the apex by miles. He's on the soft compound tyres. What's it going to be in the middle sector? A 59.5. That's relatively average to the other drivers around. Jake is actually on second as well for Mercedes. Where is James, the championship leader, going to put this Red Bull? He's cancelled it, I think. He's just cruising round. He is going to pit. So he's still yet to set a lap time and is currently down in 12th. Ginger Andy has rejoined. I didn't know he left. 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. 12 people out on track. So then a wee rundown of the order in the final 6 minutes where people start to pit, refuel the cars and go out again. Ritson is back on pole by 2 tenths to Paul McGinnis from the Super Sauce. Paul is second on the Super Sauce. Jake Start also on Super Sauce. Johners and Phil 4th and 5th on Super Sauce. Then Jack Gooding is on Sauce. Jack Pearson 7th on Super Sauce. Jack Hickman, Pierce Jordan, Chris Johnson on Sauce. Owen on Intermediates. And we're still waiting for Andy to set a lap time along with Matthew. I think Jake may have run out of fuel. You're either on an in lap or you're just pulling in now.
Or your game's on pause like me.
Oh, you're going on pause. Like going quickly. 5 minutes to go.
Rain expected 2 minutes.
We are still, oh no, we are now within Softy's prediction for pole position. Will we see a driver break in to the 129s? Paul will have 2 tenths to gain if he wants to take back pole position. Why are Manor telling me about simulation data?
Oh, I'm liking it. Great coverage, guys. Oh. What are you eating, Aaron? Anything nice?
Snag.
Dick.
Fuck off. Chicken, curly fries, onion rings and a salad.
Chef chicken broccoli, man.
Chris Johnson just asked what's a salad.
Oh Jack, leave him alone, he's too busy getting water because he's coughing.
He sneezed once.
Oh, he had to blow his nose because he was sneezing.
Aiden, give us a rundown, please. Who's where?
My nose started to sneeze.
So rundown then for the final 3 minutes and 55 seconds. It's Ritson on provisional pole with a 130.1. Owen has retired. Like in a second, Jake Davis, the start 2 tenths off pole, is also on Super Soft. Jack Hickman 4th, Johners down in 5th. Phil Barswell 6th, Jack Gooding 7th. Jack Pearson 8th, Pierce Jordan 9th. Chris Johnson is 10th and Owen is missing out, and James is still yet to set a lap time along with Andy and Matthew.
Engine must be dead.
Still waiting for James. I think has now started a flying lap. He's on Super Soft. If anyone is going to take pole position, you would put your money on James. 3 minutes to go. James then on his lap, I think. It just says flying lap. Thank you, Cody's. It's a 28.4 in the first sector. Relatively quick from James O'Connor. Let's see what he can do. He is running Super Soft tyres as well. For some reason he is Daniel Ricciardo. There's an car from Jack Pearson. DRS open on the back of the Red Bull. The Renault is known to be maybe cornering instead of straight line speed. But he's absolutely nailed that. Under the Rolex sign he goes. As the sun goes behind the sand dunes in the main stand, in the grandstand.
He's on course for
The
pole.
track will get darker. It's a 39.0 from James. This looks like a very good lap time. But he's just off Ritzen's middle sector. Ritson has a quicker middle sector than James. But coming up to the line, did he do enough in the final corner? Up to the line! It's only second. Oh, look at the gap there. Ritson a 130.177. James a 130.178. Absolute margin between them both with a minute
That's
and
closer than me and
42
Cuban last season. We
remaining.
were 2,000th of a second
I
last
do
season.
think James will not go again. So if Ritson goes, he has a chance to confirm this pole position. Paul McGuinness then is on a lap. It's a 28.4 for the middle sector. That is relatively quick from the Scotsman. A 39.1 in the middle. Again, very quick from the Scotsman. Down the straight he goes. No DRS just yet. He's finding time. Hey, Paul McGuinness. Can he snap pole position and push the championship leader away from pole position for the second race in a row with a minute to go? It's Paul McGuinness.
No.
He misses out. Stage start. He does improve, but I don't think he'll go again. I think he'll only field the car up for one more lap. Jake starts a lap. He's ghosting for some reason. I think his qualifying is over as well.
Yeah, Paul's toasted.
Ritson coming round the final corner to start a lap, but I have to go, so I'm going to miss this.
Keep an eye on it.
Kurwa macia, kurwa chyba.
Will anyone break into the 129s? The closest we've got is the current pole sitter of Ritson. But he still has another 2 tenths to find if he wants to get into the 129s. I have.
Ritson's gone a 10th quicker in the first sector. This is on course
Ritson
to beat his
is on
time guy.
course to keep provisional pole. He took pole in Monaco. Can he take it down the dusk sky of Bahrain? I need people down in the pit lane to tell me what's going on.
Ritson is approaching the final sector. Ritson has got traffic. There's a Ferrari ahead of him. It's Paul McGee. Paul pulls out the way though.
Paul's on a slow lap.
Ritson.
Dominic Lazarby.
Ritson is quicker in the middle sector.
Coming to the end of his lap. Where is he?
Final corner.
now.
Red Sun. Out the final corner.
He's cancelled it. He's put
Ritson's
it.
pitting. Ritson's pitting. It's all over.
It's all over then. I didn't even know.
Which means it's down to James.
James wasn't on the lap, I don't think.
Oh. Jonas is only the man left by a lap.
So what is the top 3?
All eyes on Jonas and Jonas is on the wall.
Yeah, a bit of a cough there.
It's over. It's finished. Qualifying is finished.
Qualifying is over with Ritson on pole.
No.
No, not yet.
Jonas is facing the wrong way on the track.
Jonas facing the wrong way.
Still out in the final corner. They watch pole from there.
Oh dear, I've qualified 10.
I'll work first. I've done my good track for the week.
Nice P10 I've got again.
Yeah, that's why I went out on Inters.
Results up.
Not yet.
Now they are.
Results are up.
Oh, look at that pace. 2 minutes 3.4.
Top 7 within 0.6 of a second.
Then there's me. Hello.
No, it's Chris Johnson. Then Jack Gooden. Then you.
And
Hello.
33 seconds off the pace. Oh, yes.
Can't beat it, can you?
No. Pace of... I'm such a pace merchant. I think a sub 2 minute lap is good round Bahrain. I didn't quite make that. a couple of mistakes here and there, and yeah, that's what cost me the time.
Yeah.
This is the only way he's up, Owen.
Yep, exactly.
I know.
Owen, are you starting on the softs?
Maybe.
S-A-W-F-T-S.
That's a
Sauce.
yes,
Let me know when there's about 3 seconds to go.
5.
Now.
3. Yeah.
Ritson, he won in Monaco. He took Paul there too, but he's got Paul under the lights of the Bahrain International Circuit. It's Ritson for Paul. It's lights out, and away we go. Your championship leader has had a mess start. Paul McGuinness is on the left-hand side. Can he move into second place? Ritson doesn't go defensive. James has the inside line. No contact made. Paul McGuinness now has the inside of James, and Paul McGuinness is into second place for Ferrari. James is now under pressure from Jake. Paul is putting pressure under the other Mercedes. Jake, can he go down the outside of James? Paul McGuinness, does he make the move on Ritson as well? There's 2 cars going side by side. How do you commentate on this? Paul makes contact with Ritson, has to take the escape mode through the gravel, and he's going to go from second to possibly 5th if Jonas can make the move as well. But it's a Mercedes, 1-2, and James has lost a spot off the grid. Well, the championship was sliced to 105 points in Monaco. Paul makes an absolute amazing move on Jonas. It's a very hard corner to get your braking right, but Paul McGuinness has absolutely nailed it. There's Phil Barswell going along with Jonas. Can he make the move on the outside? Jonas closes the door and there's no way past. There's also a battle going behind as well. It's Jack Pearson, it's the 3 Jacks. It's a Jack off again. Make sure it's not messy. Looks like there's cars going side by side at the top, and then it's just the Mercedes having a look. As the sun is now setting over the fencing, over the sand dunes. Looks like there's someone going defensive into turn 1. It's James, it was Jake as James closes in, but there's Paul McGuinness under some serious threat from Sheldon Taylor. But I think James is also making a move on second place as well. This is remarkable. Jonas makes the move on Paul and gets back into 4th place. Battles left, right and centre through sector 1. Paul McGuinness is coming back at him though.
Turn in, you fucking shite.
He's done the switch back on it. Paul McGuinness gets an amazing run out of there. He's now got the inside line. Paul McGuinness is back out of it. He's not a passer for backing out. And I think he has to that time. And Phil Barswell has begun. They're going to go 3 wider than the turn, and Phil Barswell is in a half spin. He's then going to have to turn it right. Paul McGuinness going side by side with Jonas on lap 2. I'm going to lose my voice by lap 5. Jonas goes wide and Paul swoops up the inside to take 4th back from Jean-Luc Taylor. I would say clean racing, but not really. Jonas over the pack of Paul McGuinness again. And just another thing to start, another thing to see, Jean-Luc Taylor has managed to jump Tony in the Drivers' Championship. He's now got a 3-point lead over him.
Joe, is it me or Hickey slacking?
Hitman's lag is unreal. Fucking hell.
Yeah, this isn't enabled just yet. It's enabled next time around. But the front 2, second and third are going at it. How many times? He goes defensive, but James has already made his mind up on where he wants to go. There's cars going side by side in the background as well. They make contact. Jake has to go wide and lock up, but James is into second, and Jonas and Paul are going side by side yet again. There's another Ferrari in the background of Jack Gooding under some serious pressure from 7th place as well. Paul McGuinness doesn't go for the move. Every car is in reverse for me. Nice glitch there on the spectate car, but can Jake get back past the Red Bull? Ritson would close the championship and even more. Obviously, not what James would have liked. Dom Smith has rejoined. But now, can James set his sights on Ritson, who took Paul in Monaco and won in Monaco? He's taking Paul under the lights in Bahrain. Can he take the win under the lights in Bahrain? Paul McGuinness, DRS on Jean-Luc Taylor. He's too far back to try a move. But again, just like
Turn
in
in,
Monaco,
you fucking
Jonas
cunt.
is missing his apexes left, right and centre. I want to go with James here to see if he is within DRS range of the leader. I don't think he is. He might actually be. The spectator cam says he's 7/10 off. Is Ritson coming in? No. Ritson decides to stay out, but James is within DRS. But I think he is too far back, but he's gaining and gaining. 210 miles an hour, 220 miles an hour into the braking zone. Too far back. I think Paul and Jonas are going back at it. Indeed they are. Paul does the switch back, makes Jonas outbrake himself. Paul now has the outside. What's the curving? Because it'll slow you down. Give each other enough room. They're going side by side. There's a Cyber in the background, battling I think they was with a William. Paul has the inside. Did they bang wheels? Did they make contact? They're getting very close. It's a wee kink. It will then turn for a right-hander, but again Paul hasn't get the drive out of there, and the tyres will start to wear. Tyre wear is quite high down here. Jonas goes very wide. That's going to allow Paul to have a look round the outside. This is allowing Jack Gooding and Jack Pearson to catch as well. Jonas with a train behind him of 3. He's going to go up the inside with Paul McGuinness. He's going to outbrake himself. Jonas does the switch back, and that was very well done there from Jonas not to hit the rear wing of the Ferrari. And now it's the two Ferraris going at it. It's Jack Gooding and Jack Pearson. Do they make a move on each other? No, they don't. I'm pretty sure Maurizio Arriva then he was closing his eyes on the pit wall there. Jake Davis has lost a lot of ground to the top 2, but James is all over the back of Ritson. He's going to get DRS now, and we could well see a change of leaders. Round the final corner, he misses the apex, but making a better run as he climbs through the gears. James is
pits.
in. James is pitting on lap 4. There's a Mercedes joining him as well, and Jonas, who was in that battle, will pit too. That's going to allow the two Ferraris to battle. Jack is gaining on Paul. It's softs versus super softs, and so far the softs seem to have the slight better pace advantage because the super softs are going off. He's in the slipstream of Paul McGuinness. It's a Ferrari 2-3. You haven't seen this in a while. He's going to go the inside of Paul McGuinness, and I don't think Paul's going to fight it. He's just going to let Jack go, I think. But again, it'll be interesting to see when Ritson comes out and play to his teammate and James O'Connor, because we know how much the undercut is so powerful on this game, and especially with the tyre the way it is, the super soft, they'll be losing a tenth every lap time compared to James and Jake, who are on nice fresh rubber. So I want to see when Ritson comes out in this. There's also a battle ahead. It's Jack Hickman and Chris Johnson for 4th place. Super Soft versus Super Soft. Force India against Toro Rosso. Up the inside goes Jack Hickman. Chris Johnson has to hold it on the outside. Chris Johnson has gone back to Monaco.
What the hell's he doing?
All the time you have to leave a space.
Ritson, does he pit? This is going to be the crucial moment in this race. Ritson is staying out. He is staying out. With tyre wear the way it is and the undercut on this game, he's going to lose out massively to James and possibly his teammate. Does Phil pit? Phil does. Jack Hickman stays out, and Chris Johnson's also going to pit as well. So John has rejoined in 10th behind Owen. I'm pretty sure Owen hasn't made a pit stop though.
No, me,
Jack
Andy
is
and
holding
Matthew
up
had
to
a
injure
massive
Andy.
collision at the start.
I don't think Andy set a lap time in qualifying, but here he goes, he's going to slip you out the McLaren. This should be an easy move with DRS and Rich Mix. Indeed it is, he's already passed before passing the start lights. There's a car leaving the pits, that's a Ferrari. The spectator car won't let me go with him. It was Paul McGuinness, and he's rejoining ahead of Jack and Andy. It's Jonas going up the inside of Owen, who's gone for the medium compound tyre. Again, that might be a turning point. And he's come out ahead of Paul as well, who's also gone for the mediums.
Oh my fucking
Andy's
god.
in the wall! Andy and Jack in the wall. I just caught that as they were flying towards the barrier.
Fucking idiot.
Andy has no front wing. I think Jack is out as well. Or if not, he's just going to retire. But what went on there? I want to see a replay of that. I want to see a driver view after this race. Because I think there will be scraps in the driver's room after
Please
that.
do.
Does Ritson pit this time around? He has to. Total Wolff does call him in. If he is now behind his teammate and James, I would probably say it's his own fault. Can I get an update on where those two are on circuit? As I am watching Ritson in the pit lane.
James
I
can't
can
come
hear
down,
cars
can't finish right
coming.
now.
There's a Sauber that's passing.
James is through.
James is passed. James takes the lead. Where is Jake though? I think that's Jake behind him. I know it's not as Johnner, so Johnner's has closed the gap. So it was a very shit camera there. So Ritson has just blown the race win away unless we do see a safety car. But again, he is on the faster compound tyre. And leading this race is Jack Gooding, who finds himself 10th in the championship. Again, 20 points to gain to Jake. Halfway through then, this Grand Prix. Where will Jack come out?
Wow. Thank God we can't hear your own voice, Joe.
Yeah.
Where will we see Paul and Jack Gooding come out together? Because Jack
That's
managed to
what
get
Dom
ahead of
said.
Paul before the pit stops. Paul is catching Johners. They are both on the same compound tyres, and we do know Paul does have some pace around here. And he has been told to pit though on his steering wheel. And he's also got the green light to come into the pits. So does he have a penalty for speeding in the pit lane? Ritson then has time to gain on James. He is on the quicker tyre, but his tyres will wear faster. No penalties then, I am hearing from Charlie Whiting. Someone is in the pits, I think that was the Sauber. Getting out of the way. I was going to put James into second and Ritson into third. Paul has the fastest lap, but Spectate Cap was in the middle of updating 220 miles an hour before slamming on the brakes into turn one. He has caught up massively to John, and I think this could be one of the best battles we're going to see. There's also cars battling behind us, Owen and Jake. And has Owen made a pit stop?
No, still haven't.
Owen has not made a pit stop. I mean, his super sauce will be very fresh, but with the undercut being as powerful as it is, and Paul McGuinness has made the move on Johners for about the 6th time in this Grand Prix. But does Johners have any fight left in him? Can he manage to close it? Paul has a very big gap. Did Johners make a mistake? So bad without in 8th after spinning earlier on in the Grand Prix. Jack Hickman has got the final point so far. Ginger Andy, after making that pit stop, I think he's just cruising around an AI like he normally does, hoping for a safety car. He's down in P13. Jack is down in P14. I think he's cruising around an AI as well. But Jack Gooding, Paul has been setting in some very good lap times, and Jack was ahead of Paul before the pit stops. Very cautious into the pit lane, 36 miles an hour, down to first gear. This is now going to give James the lead of the race and give him nice clean air. But I want to see when he rejoins to Paul, because Paul will be on mediums, where Jack Gooding will be on fresh, super soft tyres. Ritson takes the fastest lap. Here comes Paul
I'm coming
McGuinness
in
down the
field,
start finish
don't
straight.
worry.
Paul McGuinness, is he ahead? He is. Paul McGuinness is ahead, and he's also behind Johners as well. But he's also on fresh super soft tyres. There's also another car coming down the pit lane. I think that's Jake. He's too far back though. The fresh super soft and final 5 laps of this Grand Prix. Who is going to get the final point? It's going to be out of KF Jordan, EFC Matthew, and Owen Quimby, who's coming out of the pits now on fresh super sauce.
No, I'm miles back. So far back.
Ritson then is closing the gap to James. Is he within DRS? The spectator count says he's 1.4 off. He's cut that corner. Get back on the power, he's not within DRS just yet. As Paul comes up to the lap, Jack Pearson, the blue lights are flashing. Ferraris do not like blue flags. Johners is dropping off massively, and Jack Gooding on those fresh super soft tyres is catching, and I can smell my chicken downstairs. Here we go then, we're about to start lap 10 of this Grand Prix. Ritson isn't close enough just yet, I don't think. Is he within DRS? He is within DRS. Rich Schmidt, slipstream, and Dennis Matthew was out. Will that trigger a safety car? We had one in Monaco, 200, it doesn't reach 220 miles an hour,
Yeah,
and the safety car has been deployed. Is this the time to scramble to the pit lane and put on super soft if you're at the back of the grid? Does anyone pit who was before the pit lane?
Yeah, me.
So Barswell
There's a few
has.
of us.
Phil Barswell is in for super soft. Chris Johnson will probably go for super soft. Jack Hickman will go for the super soft. Pierce Jordan presumably will go for the super soft. Will Owen stay out? I'm pretty sure he will. Owen is pulling in now. We're looking maybe a 2-lap dash for a race win on a podium. Well, Andy, he goes around spec team on the pause menu waiting for a safety car. He's got it. This is now going to neutralise the field. Everyone's going to slow down and be bunched up for possibly a 1-lap or a 2-lap dash. And watch out for Jack Gooding, who is on fresh, super soft tyres and is in 4th place.
Oh, I should have changed the front wing while I was in the box, I will.
Oh,
So
no,
Owen
why didn't you
doesn't change his front wing. He keeps the broken one on the car. What was the thinking behind that?
I forgot to change it, that's why it was.
Change my front wing.
Will we see?
well.
We've got back in again, that one. Number 2 and another 2 laps.
No,
Will we
it
see
depends if I
any
get
of the
near the
front runners
safety
pit
car or
for
not.
super softs? Does James do it just to cover off Paul McGuinness, Jack Gooding and Ritson? We have to remember, James is on the slower tyre. He doesn't pit. Does Ritson? No. Paul McGuinness stays out. Jack stays out. Johners is pitting. Johners dies for the pit along with Jake. Oh! Very close there in the pit lane. That was very close there. Tap each other and you get a penalty. Super softs on for Jake. Presumably super softs on. And can we just give a shout out there to Chaos Jordan, who has been nowhere in this Grand Prix but finds himself 7th due to people pitting.
Jack, can you please come back online? Pit your AI.
Phil is demanding that McLaren pit Jack Pearson to get him out of the way.
That's not going to
Pulls out of the
help.
way himself.
You just have to say.
Jack pulls out of the way to let the drivers pass. Paul McGuinness is very quick round here. And we are seeing that Ritson cannot hit 220 miles an hour, which means he is running higher downforce than everybody else.
Back to the tyres I was on before that.
Is the safety car going to be coming in? I'm going to be watching the safety car lights, because that's the only reference we have on the spectate cam.
One more.
Will the safety car lights switch off? This is where they would normally switch off. Looks like they're staying on. They are staying on. We will spend another lap behind the safety car. And is this another incentive to put on super soft if you're near the back, if you haven't already?
Oh, and this is Team Radio Box now, Aaron. Box now, with your tyres and on your front wing. Thank you.
I've already done it.
This is, I was about to say, this is the time to fix your front wing, but he's already did it.
Just
Jack Pearson is in the way of Jean-Luc Taylor. Will he get out of the way of the Renault?
Probably not.
Oh, and this is your Team Radio, full-time knots. And I drove Paris and Black Mirror. Thank you.
I would, if it is possible. Chris Johnson pick, if it is possible, I would let people
What
down.
did you say again?
Oh, and this is your Team Radio. Arsenal sign on. I'm gonna shut that.
I will try again. Can I go down to Dom Smith in the pit lane to give his start on the 2-lap dash and people on super soft tyres at the back of the grid?
Yes, you can, Aiden. Well, I do love a 2-lap dash to the end. We like to see these. We've seen it not too often lately, but you know we've been known for quite a few races where we've seen it, especially in TGP2. A few seasons back, I remember a great dash between, I think it was Martin, myself, and I can't remember the other person, but I think it may have
pressure
been
rubber on again.
maybe Joe. I mean, it's a chance for the guys at the back to come in, change their tyres, get a fresh rub, maybe change some thumbing if it's broken. It just gives you a chance, you know, to maybe beat the guys in front.
And he's ahead of me again now.
I wouldn't
knows?
like to toot my own horn, but I would like to say I'm a master at knowing when to pit under safety car during Singapore TGP1 last season.
You are a master.
I am the master of knowing when to pit.
Now,
Making the
Jamie's
late
been in
dash off
touch.
at Ultrasoft.
Jamie's wanting a Jack Gooding masterclass. Now, I'm not sure what Jack Gooding currently is, but I think he's...
Jack Gooding is currently 4th on fresh
Jack Gooding's in
super
fourth.
softs.
Well, then, we could be seeing a masterclass from Jack
James
Gooding.
is on mediums, Ritson is on softs, Paul McGuinness is on mediums, Jack Gooding on super softs, and Phil Barswell on super softs, and does have some pace when he does need it, does Phil Barswell. Chris Johnson then is a bit meh when it comes to pace, is on super softs.
Come on,
Pierce
Andy.
Jordan's been nowhere in this Grand Prix, is on fresh softs, super soft, sorry. Jonas is 8th on super soft. Heckman, 9th on super soft. Jake is 10th on super soft.
Come on, we're not going to catch
Andy
a queue
is
at this rate,
catching.
Andy. Come on.
Is the safety car coming in?
Safety cars in, safety cars in.
The safety car is peeling in for a 2-lap dash.
Fucking dead this
Oh
race.
no, we're going to be alright. It's fine.
Here we go. It will be a slipstream fest down to turn 1 as well. James is weaving all over the circuit. Get the heat in
Yeah,
the
me and
in
Andy
the
have just
tyres,
got to the back of the
in
queue.
the brakes. Andy and Owen
Good
just
timing,
caught
Andy.
in time. But when does James choose to dash away from Ritson and from Ritson and the rest of the field? We are about to
James.
start the penultimate lap. Does he dash after the final corner? He does. He has he caught out Ritson? I'm not too sure. He's going to go defensive, but Paul McGuinness has a run here on Ritson, and so does Jack Gooding. They're doing Lewis Hamilton on Vitaly Petrov.
waving.
At the inside, it's Paul McGuinness on Ritson. Can he make the move into second? Ritson then has the inside, which will then turn to the outside. You've also got to watch out for Jack Gooding and the rest of the field on super soft tyres. The penultimate lap, and that weaving down the start finish straight was ridiculous. But Paul dives it up the inside yet again to try and get second place. One of his favourite tracks, I would like to say. He does have a lot of pace here. He's then going to turn in to the inside of Ritson. They've already made contact in the opening laps of this Grand Prix. There's a massive train behind Ritson. Paul McGuinness hops the curb to try to make the move, but can't do it yet. And now Jack Gooding has to run. He now has the inside, going in to the difficult corner before the DRS straight. It's contact, Phil Badger's off! Phil Badger's on the wall. That looked like Chris Johnson. That looked like a collision with Chris Johnson. That was remarkable there. They were going side by side. And then Phil Barswell, the car just massively turns right. I think they did make contact.
James is now a second clear. That struggling, but the guys behind has helped him.
Jack Gooding all over the back of Ritson. Can he do what Paul McGuinness couldn't do and get past him on the final lap? The gap is 105 points between Ritson and James, and things steady where they are, it'll get even bigger, which is not what Ritson needs. So he needs to keep Jack Gooding behind. I'm starting to lose my voice as we start the final lap in the Grand Prix. Here we go. Jack Gooding in the slipstream, pulls to the left hand side. Ritson goes defensive into turn 1 on the final lap. Who will be the later of the breakers? Ritson, beautiful from Ritson to get it slowed down. As cars going off at turn 1. It's an absolute disaster clash behind us. Cars going side by side. But I've got to stick
Jake.
for Jack Gooding. It's a fuck's sake, James with just Johnson after taking out Phil Barswell. You've got the cheek to say that. Ritson holding Jack Gooding just off. They're going side by side. It turns to the inside, then the outside, but Jack Gooding is through. Can't Paul McGuinness now make the move on Ritson. He's got the outside. Mediums against softs. Tries a bit of a switchback, but it's not going to work. James is cruising away from this battle unless Jack Gooding can pull off a masterclass in the final sector, but he hasn't had the best run through there. DRS open on pretty much every car on the grid, apart from James and Jack. Ritson is going to pull on all the safety cars just come into, there is no DRS. I was taking him a virtual safety car. Jack Gooding is taking to the runoff. This is going to be a remarkable sprint to the finish for second place. There's 2 Ferraris, there's a Mercedes, and there's also a Renault in the back now. who's absolutely track extending to catch that. That will have to get looked at. That is ridiculous.
Jake
That
on
is
Jack,
Jack
final corner.
Pearson-esque. But here we go. Can Ritson do anything about Jack? I don't think he can, but it's James to take the win under the lights of the Bahrain International Circuit and put more points between Ritson and himself. Jonas is in the wall. That doesn't matter though. Jack Gooding holds on to second. Ritson third after getting pole position. Loses 2 positions. It's on with a penalty, but Paul McGuinness, who couldn't, Ritson was a thorn in his side, couldn't make the move on him, and only comes home in 4th. Jake is 5th after running in 2nd. Jack Hickman 6th, Owen 7th. Jonas is 8th. Chris Johnson 9th, and Ginger Andy going down to the AI is 10th. So, under the lights and the fireworks at the Bahrain International Circuit, it's Singapore next time out, but James goes there with an even bigger gap in his championship, and I can't wait for Singapore.